You know, it's been said that a lottery is really just a tax for people who are bad at math. But when the jackpot hits $500 million, even Mr. Spock might let go of the logic to go buy a $2 fantasy. Yes, the odds are 1 in 175 million. And yes, this Powerball payday has rolled over 16 times without hitting all the numbers. But across much of the nation tonight and all of tomorrow, all that will be pushed aside, drowned out by the inner mantra, somebody has to win, and it might as well be me. Here's ABC's Ryan Owens.
Everyone who lines up with cash in their hand and dreams in their head seems to have a strategy.
Just one. All you need is one.
By definition, just about everyone's strategy fails. But is there any formula, any mathematical anything that can give you an edge over the person in front of you in line?
Oh, no, don't put that on camera, man.
There you go, and good luck.
Thank you.
To find out, we went back to school tonight, to Southern Methodist University in Dallas, to Professor Scott Norris's math class. He went to Harvard.
The number of possible combinations is given by...
Like most journalists, I barely passed algebra. So we all agreed I should get some individual attention. Professor Norris's formula is painfully complicated.
There are 59 possible balls and 5 are drawn, and the number of combinations is given by this formula.
The solution is downright painful.
So to get the total probability, we simply multiply these two numbers together and get a total probability of about 175 million.
Professor, with so many people playing this time around, does that hurt my odds?
Your odds are the same no matter how many people play. You just have a higher chance of having to split the jackpot.
Is it better to choose my own numbers, like my lucky numbers, or let the computer pick them?
Every number has exactly the same likelihood of winning, so it doesn't matter how you pick your numbers.
Get ready, everybody.
You might wonder, how did the jackpot get this big? Well, because there have been so many losers. No winners in an unbelievable 16 drawings in a row. This time, so many people are buying tickets Powerball bigwigs just raised the jackpot yet again today. To a cool, clean $500 million. Yes, 500 million bucks. For the record, if you take the cash value option, you get a not so clean, but still very cool, 327 million. Now's probably a good time to review those odds again. Experts put the chance of winning at about 1 in 175 million. Since nearly all of us are losers, maybe these numbers will make us feel better. One statistician concluded, you are more likely to be possessed by the devil today than win the Powerball. In fact, the odds are better that a lot of bad things might happen to us today, like getting hit by an asteroid or being devoured by a flesh-eating bacteria. Yes, someone really came up with those odds. Professor, if I buy a lot of tickets, does that help my odds?
It does. Your odds increase exactly proportional to how many tickets you buy. So if you buy 100 tickets, your odds increase to approximately 1 in 1.7 million. However, that is still exceedingly unlikely to win.
One thing that's not supposed to matter, at least not scientifically, is where you live. But it sure looks like it does. Let's take the biggest jackpots, $300 million plus. Illinois and New Jersey have been lucky there. Both states have sold 3 winning lottery tickets worth that much. Michigan is home to the winner of the largest single cash payout. Donald Lawson took home $337 million earlier this year. Nebraska holds the distinction for selling the most valuable ticket ever, $365 million, split by 8 workers in a meatpacking plant back in 2006. 42 states, D.C., and the U.S. Virgin Islands participate in Powerball, but that leaves millions of Americans out of luck, including people in a little place called California, and ironically enough, Nevada. Yes, people who live in the shadow of the Las Vegas Strip cannot make this bet, at least not in their own state. Still, thousands from both states flock to stores along the Arizona border every time the jackpot gets this big.
I want to win so I could put it all on the 49ers.
Which leads me to my last question. It was inspired by something everyone's favorite sports reporter here in Dallas observed last night on our station, WFAA.
These stories kill me. What is it when, if like 425 million, everybody goes nuts. They got to buy a lotto ticket. 118 million, I'm not interested. 147, I'll wait. I take the 100 million. That's just me.
Professor, are the smaller jackpots a better bet?
In one sense, no. You always have to pay $2 to play, and the smaller the jackpot, the smaller the expected payoff. However, with a larger jackpot, there's a higher chance that you might have to split the pot, And so it's a trade-off between these two factors.
By the way, the good professor, yes, the one who actually understands that formula, says he has never played the lottery. Ever. Although he admits that's not a lesson most of us will learn. And certainly not on the eve of the big drawing.
There you go, and good luck.
I'm Ryan Owens for Nightline in math class.